Hey gang, welcome back to Talking The Orville. Today I have something special for you, a truly deep dive into the history of the Orville ECV-197. Everything about how this Union mid-level cruiser came about, from the initial concept all the way to launch day. And it's all true information from the canon universe laid out in the Guide to the Orville. It's available now and you can get your copy by clicking the link in the description. Okay, let's begin. In the grand expanse of the 25th century, where the Union's scientific ambitions met the boundless mystery of space, one ship was destined to explore, to discover, and to, let's be honest, probably get into some pretty ridiculous situations along the way. This is the story of the Orville. It all began in the year 2387. When a group of very serious people in very serious uniforms decided they need a new kind of starship. A ship that was both fast and durable. A ship that could hold between 250 and 400 crew members without devolving into complete chaos. A ship that could, theoretically, last 70 years. Though let's be real, that probably didn't factor in the occasional quantum anomaly or, giant space battle. Enter Dr. S.J. Lineweaver, the Union's top fleet architect, a person whose job was essentially make sure this thing doesn't disintegrate at quantum speed. Dr. Lineweaver and a dedicated team of engineers, scientists, and at least one person whose sole job was to say, are we sure about that? Spent 3 years designing what would become the latest iteration of the Union exploratory class vessel, the ECV. By 2391, after extensive reviews, testing, and what we assume were more PowerPoint presentations than anyone should endure, the final design was approved. The ship's hull, optimized for space-time curvatures up to 100,000 times the speed of light. Its materials, designed at the atomic level by hyperspatial computing arrays, because regular computing was just too basic, you guys. The result, a ship that was not only ridiculously strong, but also stylish enough to make space explorers say, yeah, I'd work there. Once the design was finalized, it was time for the fun part, building it. And when I say fun, I mean letting highly advanced construction bots do all the heavy lifting. In 2394, the prototype ECV-X1 was assembled in Earth's orbit, then put through 2 years of rigorous testing. That meant exposing it to extreme space conditions, running every system at max capacity, and answering vital questions like, how many times can someone spill coffee on the main console before it short circuits? In 2397, full production of the ECV class began, and in December 2399, history was made. Construction began on ECV-197, better known as the Orville. Completed and officially commissioned on October 26, 2400. The ship was fully operational and ready for adventure. And by ready, I mean they had about 3 months to get everything in order before heading out into the unknown. No pressure. Then came the big day, February 13th, 2401. 16 years before it was ever captained by Ed Mercer. The Orville launched on its maiden voyage, bound for the Omicron Velorum star cluster, 176 parsecs from Earth. From that moment on, it was more than just a ship. It was a symbol of exploration, diplomacy, and occasionally workplace drama at faster than light speeds. Since its launch, the Orville has traversed over 500,000 light years, charted thousands of new star systems, and encountered countless alien civilizations, some friendly, some less so. Its maximum speed? A blistering 15 light years per hour, though only sustainable for 20 hours at a time. Its range? 10,000 light years before it needs a refuel, or at least a good stretch break. What's next for the Orville? More discoveries, more history in the making, and if past missions are anything to go by, at least one weird encounter with a space entity that defies all known physics. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain. The story of the Orville is far from over. Thank you for liking and subscribing to Talking the Orville and joining us on this journey through the history of the Orville. Until next time, keep your quantum drive charged and your curiosity even higher. And remember, we all do better when we all do better. Love you, bye-bye.